If you are thinking about getting a divorce or separating from your spouse, before you leave your home, I want you to listen very carefully to the advice that I'm about to give you. Make sure that you have a plan when it comes to how you are going to live as a single person. And that plan needs to be a well thought out plan, especially if you are currently unemployed or don't have a job and you're married and thinking about getting a divorce. One of the things that I counsel, particularly women who have been stay at home moms and who have not worked outside of the home, I encourage them to make sure that they talk to loved ones and close friends and just share what they're about to go through or what they're thinking about doing. And in sharing, also make some requests about financial support. It might be that you need a short term loan, or you may need a place to live until you can get things together for yourself, or until a court decides to award alimony or post separation support if you are in a position to receive that type of award. But whatever you do, make sure that you plan and that you sit with a financial planner if you have the ability to afford one, but you don't want to leave and then not have any money to support yourself. So, one of the things that you need to be thinking about is what is life going to be like as you start looking for work? Will you need to go back to school? Are there certain skills that you need to go ahead and take classes for, such as soft skills, learning how to use technology, computer, cell phones? You just have to really think through what life is going to be like, and not just because of um, things happening that you're not used to as far as certain bills and how they're getting paid. But one of the things that a lot of individuals who are in fact are great candidates for alimony and post separation support don't consider is how long it takes before your claim for alimony or post separation actually gets heard before a judge. And so that period of time that you're waiting for the court date, what happens then? And so if you're not working, these are things that you have to think about and not just leave without having something in place. The other matter to consider or issue is, what is the state of your credit score? Credit scores are very important for individuals that are getting a divorce, because it will determine the type of loan you are able to get, or if you are able to get a loan if you decide that you want to buy a house on your own. The other thing that you have to also think about is whether or not your credit score is good enough to be able to rent a house. A lot of apartment complexes or property managements, they run credit checks. If you don't have a certain credit score, then they're not going to rent homes or apartments out to you. And so these are things, especially if you are unemployed, you need to think about before you make the decision to leave the marital home, because without a plan, you have a very high potential of not succeeding. But if you have a plan and you have trusted, wise advisors to support you along the way, you will succeed. I pray that this information will help you as you plan. Thank you for listening.